Talk a little bit about your profession. Have you seen any cracks in the monoliths of traditional economics?
The cracks are everywhere. This profession of mine, about which I basically feel a deep sense of embarrassment, and I always have ever since I entered this profession. And I should say I've been a professor of economics all my adult life, and I am one now. Um, it's a profession that long ago stopped being analytical and became celebratory. That is, mainstream economics, what technically called neoclassical economics, is an endless celebration of capitalism as wonderful. And it doesn't analyze the system, it celebrates it. And if you doubt me, let me explain to you that the American business community long ago figured this out as well. The business community went to economics professors a century ago and said, look, we really appreciate that you celebrate capitalism. That's good. Keep doing that. But there's a problem. You're spending all your time explaining how it's efficient and produces the best possible. It's great. People love capitalism after listening to you, but they don't have any idea how this system works because you're so busy celebrating it. You're not teaching our people how to build a business, how to survive in a competition, how to negotiate with a banker. All the things you have to do, you're not doing. And the answer of the profession was, well, we're so busy with the celebration, we can't. Okay, said the business community, here's what we're going to do. In every American university, we're going to have two economics systems, two economics departments. One of it we'll call economics. You do what you've always done, you celebrate. The other one, we're going to teach people how to actually function in the economy, and we're going to call that a business school. It's the only subject in a university that has two departments always. One is called economics and one is called business. They're actually studying and examining the exact same thing, or they say they are. But the reality is the business community understood what I, as a critic of mainstream economics, also understands. They're not about analyzing the economy. They're about celebrating it, which means that if you're a critic like me, there's really not much room for you. And that's why they tend not to hire people who are critics, since that really is not what they're about. They're about celebrating. But that's a terrible thing about this profession. The model I give, the analog, is like this. Suppose you're trying to understand a family that had two children. And in this family, you discover quickly that one of the children thinks it was the best family in the world, loves mother and father, feels privileged to have been born into this family. The other one thinks mom and pop were a jerk and that this was a dysfunctional family. Now, your job is not to decide which one is right. You're trying to understand the family. Would you talk to only one of them, or would you talk to both of them? Would you think it necessary to get both points of view to come up with your own sense? I think most of us who are not crazy would understand you need to talk to both of them. If you want to understand capitalism, should you go to an economics department that only has people who celebrate it? Or would it be better to have people who celebrate it alongside people who are critical, and so you could make up your own mind? I represent those who are critical, and I can assure you the overwhelming majority of economics departments in the United States wouldn't touch a person like me with a 10-foot pole. And if I hadn't been a graduate of Harvard, Stanford, and Yale, the only institutions I ever attended, and have all these pedigrees to wave around, you'd be talking to somebody who wished he had an academic career instead of one who had it.